Bringing up Bates fans fear that Alyssa Bates Webster's daughters, Allie, Lexi, Zoe, and Massey, receive only limited socialization. A recent YouTube video and other hints online have sparked a discussion among the family's fans. What has been said, and why do fans think the kids may not be getting the socialization they should be? Keep reading for all of the details. Alyssa Bates Webster welcomes fans along for the ride in her new video. Every weekend, Alyssa releases a new YouTube video, updating Bringing Up Bates fans on her family's life. This weekend, she brought fans along as her family attended 3 games. She titled her video, "Hauling Our 5E Kids to 3 Sports." While fans probably thought she was talking about her kids' games, that wasn't actually the case. It turns out that they watched John Webster's softball game, as well as a niece's game and a nephew's game. While this might have seemed like a harmless and non-controversial video, it certainly caught fans' attention. On Reddit, fans are discussing Alyssa Bates Webster's latest video, and some are unhappy about the title. Many fans thought it was about the girls starting sports. Bringing Up Bates fans fear the girls don't receive enough socialization. This prompted a discussion about whether Allie, Lexi, Zoe, and Massey are allowed to play sports or participate in extracurricular activities. This has been discussed before as fans notice that the girls show interest in dance and other activities. But so far, she hasn't signed them up for anything based on what she's shared publicly. Fans don't think that the girls should be forced into sports by any means, but they seem to be interested in socializing. One Bringing Up Bates fan pointed out that Alyssa previously said her girls' favorite day of the week is co-op day. The fan noted, "I'm like, seriously, 1 day a week is all the interaction those kids get with other kids their own age who they ain't related to. No wonder it's their favorite day." In a video, Allie also said she doesn't like being homeschooled. Someone else chimed in, "Must be co-op is her sad attempt at giving those precious girls some extracurricular." Fans also pointed out that Allie, Lexi, Zoe, and Massey seem to enjoy socializing with their cousins and other children at the games. Some think it seems like the kids are desperate for socialization. Hopefully, Alyssa will eventually let her kids participate in sports or other activities if they want to do so. So, do you agree with the fans who fear that Alyssa Bates Webster's daughters aren't getting enough socialization? Do you think that John and Alyssa will eventually allow their kids to play sports and do extracurricular activities? Share your thoughts in the comments section below, and come back to TV Shows Ace for more news about the Bringing Up Bates stars. You can watch Alyssa Bates' new video that sparked this discussion. Is Jill Duggar Dillard throwing shade at the Bates family? The former Counting On star might be sending a loud and clear message to her family's longtime friends of Bringing Up Bates fame. However, since she didn't name any names, fans are torn. Scroll down to check out the passage in question and see how fans feel it could be about the Bates family. The Bates and Duggar families go way back. They have been friends since their kids were very young and live similar lifestyles. Both families have 19 kids and belong to the Institute in Basic Life Principles, IBLP. Now, Jill has stepped away from the IBLP and written a book about her experience on her parents' show and her unfair compensation. In one of her interviews, she opened up about the IBLP, and fans are now wondering if her comments had anything to do with the Bates family. Bringing Up Bates family, Instagram, Jill Dillard YouTube. Did Jill Duggar Dillard throw shade at the Bates family? On Reddit, fans reposted a section of one of Jill Duggar Dillard's recent exclusive People interviews. In this one, she talked about the IBLP and how she believes her family's religion is a cult. Though Bill Gothard, the religion's founder, has stepped down, Jill still thinks it's harmful. She told People, "I think that even if you remove the person in leadership, a lot of those same values and principles are still being taught, so it doesn't fix the problem. I think that's what some people think, like, oh, we've removed Bill Gothard from the situation, It makes everything better. No, it changes and maybe adds a nice storefront to the picture, but it doesn't change the overall principles that are still being taught and held to. She added, I think that you just have to not look at the sugarcoating or whatever. They try and gloss it up and repackage it. But you have to look at the long haul, how it really flushed out. What do these principles look like? In the comments section of the Reddit post, fans are discussing whether this could be directed at the Bates family, especially those who are still a part of the IBLP. One fan agreed and said, I definitely think she is referencing Gil Bates being on the board of the IBLP. Another said, yes, and I agree. That is why I think the Bates are so dangerous. However, others think Jill Duggar Dillard is talking about the IBLP and its members in general. This isn't the first time fans have caught the Duggars calling out the Bates. As we reported, fans previously thought that Jinger Duggar Volo was pointing a finger at the Bates family in her new book. One passage led readers to speculate that Jinger might have been talking about Aaron Bates' pain in particular. In the section, Jinger described the traditional IBLP roles and how members of the IBLP tend to live their lives. Some fans felt this description fit Aaron perfectly. Since there is no way to know for sure, we can't say whether Jill or Jinger was firing shots at the Bates family. However, fans seem to think it's totally possible the girls were talking about them. Or they could have been using more general examples that just happened to fit the bringing up Bates family well. So, do you think it looks like Jill Duggar Dillard is throwing shade at the Bates family? Or do you think she's talking about the IBLP and Bill Gothard in a more general sense? Sound off in the comments section below, and come back to TV shows Ace for more news about the former Counting On and Bringing Up Bates star. Does the Bringing Up Bates family blame Carlin Bates Stewart for the show's cancellation? Fans are speculating about this a year after uptv pulled the plug. What happened that led to the show being canceled? And why do fans think the family might put the blame on Carlin? Keep reading for all of the details. uptv pulls the plug on Bringing Up Bates. Just weeks before BUB Season 11 was set to air, uptv revealed that they were canceling the show. This came as a huge shock to fans. At the time, the network said they were going in another direction with their content. But fans think there's more to the story. The news of the cancellation came just days after Carlin Bates Stewart posted a highly controversial video on Instagram. While at a Bates family game night, Carlin recorded a short clip, which was then posted on her Instagram stories. In the clip, her family was playing charades. One sibling was acting out the word hunting when a male in the room shouted, "George Floyd." Fans found this extremely insensitive, and Carlin received a lot of backlash. Shortly after, she took it down, but it had already caught fans' attention. Fans believe this may have caused uptv to cancel Bringing Up Bates, though this hasn't been confirmed. Does the Bates family blame Carlin Stewart for the show's cancellation? In a new post on the Duggar Bates Confessions Instagram page, fans are discussing whether Carlin's family blames her for the show ending. One fan said, I wonder if privately any of the Bates blame Carlin for losing the show. While she didn't make the comment, she is the one who shared the charades to her story. Another fan chimed in and thinks that it's not really Carlin's fault. The fan thinks the family should blame whoever made such an insensitive comment. They wrote, they should hold Lawson or whoever made the disgusting racist comment responsible, not the one who forgot to hide it. Other fans are weighing in and saying they don't think the Bates are taking responsibility for the cancellation. One said, I'm sure they all think they did nothing wrong. Ultimately, there's no way for fans to know how the family really feels about Carlin's post or who they blame for the show's cancellation. But fans are certainly curious about this topic. So, do you think that the Bringing Up Bates stars likely put the blame on Carlin Bates Stewart? Or do you think they've just accepted that it was time for the show to end? Sound off in the comments section below, And come back to TV Shows Ace for more news about the Bates family.